happy almost New Year. I'm Alicia Richards.
And I'm Rick Wagner. Thank you for joining us on this New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
We know a lot of you are getting ready to party right now, but emergency management workers have a pretty serious job tonight.
Yep, Mary Snow is with many of them at PEMA headquarters in Harrisburg. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Alicia. As people get ready to ring in the new year, there are dozens of folks working behind the scenes here at PEMA headquarters, working to ensure that if there are any Y2K glitches or any problems, they'll be dealt with quickly. Now, the Emergency Operations Center is in full swing. Like us, they've been watching a lot of TV today, monitoring what's been going on around the world to get an indication of what to expect. So far, so good. Judging by what's happened so far, Pennsylvania doesn't anticipate any problems, but if there are any, PEMA will be among the first to know.
We're in contact with all 67 counties and some other locations across the Commonwealth via satellite and other means, as well as with law enforcement and all of the state agencies. So if something crops up out there, I would suspect that we'll know within minutes.
And we will be here throughout the night giving you updates. Reporting live from PEMA headquarters, I'm Mary Snow. Now back to you, Alicia and Rick.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Mary. And Tanya Allen joins us live now from Cumberland County 911. Tanya, show us how they're getting ready there.
Oh, Rick and Alicia, Cumberland County is not anticipating any problems. They did testing back in July and everything turned out fine at that point. They're setting up a command center tonight starting at 8 o'clock. And joining me now to talk a little bit more about that is their director, Mr. Ted Wise. Thank you so much for joining us.
Certainly.
Tell us, if there are any problems that occur during the night, would they necessarily be Y2K related?
Well, not necessarily Y2K related. We're concerned. I mean, there could be accidents where telephone or poles could be hit with cars that could cause outages, and that could create some public panic. So between REOC here and the local municipalities who have also established and staffed their EOCs, we've got people in place that we can deal with local emergencies, stop signs if traffic lights go out. All of that kind of preparatory action has been put in place to avoid public panic, and that's really what our concern has been, both in terms of 911 systems as well as infrastructure, is panic on the public. And we just wanted to make sure that we had people in place to avoid those sort of things.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We're definitely prepared. And again, a reminder to people, definitely do not try to test out the system and call 911 tonight at midnight. Back to you, Alicia and Rick.
You raise a very good point. Almost anything that happens, people might blame on Y2K.
Yeah.
Not everyone, though, is worried about Y2K tonight.
Dennis Owens is in downtown Harrisburg where they are getting ready for a big bash. But Dennis, we heard a little while ago the fire alarms went off. What was up with that?
Yeah, there was a little fire alarm, but I am told it is no problem. Somebody prank call apparently pulling the fire alarm here, so that's not a problem. As you can see, we're getting ready to party. The strawberry is in the spotlight behind me, and rightly so, because that strawberry will drop between 11:59 and midnight tonight, signaling a brand new year and a new millennium here in Harrisburg. Tonight we're also going to have a laser light show and a band on stage right over here tonight. That begins at 9 o'clock, and something special I want to show you guys. Beautiful white pigeons from Spain will be released. They are the birds of peace. We have another one right over there. They will be released tonight at midnight, and hopefully, and I guess I'm speaking for all of us when I say hopefully those birds of peace leave peace in their wake here in Harrisburg. Rick and Alicia, let's go back to you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Nice.
Happy New Year. Peace be with you.
Yes, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. The White Rose City of York is getting ready for a huge celebration in Market Square.
Allison Agate is in the middle of it all. Actually, Allison, is there anything yet to be in the middle of?
Well, just a bunch of people, but come midnight, it'll be a lot more crowded. I hope they're expecting a couple thousand people, so that'll be something to see. Now, events are happening throughout the city as we speak, but come midnight, as I said, this is the place to be. We are at the square in York where the famous White Rose will be ready to go in about 5.5 hours. It is the center of attention in the square tonight, as thousands of people get ready to crowd the downtown to see its last drop this century. Earlier today, workers had the tall task of getting the rose off of the ground, and on top of this building, they also mounted the vase it will drop into. The rose is made of fiberglass and stands about 8 feet tall. Now, long before the rose drops, there are plenty of other things to see and do tonight. Here are some highlights. The skating party is happening from 7 until 10 at Memorial Ice Rink, the Team Millennium Party from midnight till 6, and the 2-mile run at 11:55. And don't forget the fireworks. That's the big finale. And of course, that's happening at midnight. Back to you.
Thanks,
Kind of
Allison.
be out there running around at midnight.
You'd stay warm that way, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah. Thank you, Allison. Chris Dixon joins us now from Cumberland County.
Yeah, folks are getting ready for the first night celebration in Carlisle. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Alicia. Hi, Rick. Right now, everybody is getting ready to celebrate as the festivities are beginning here in Carlisle. Right now, everybody is about a block away from where we are here in downtown Carlisle. They're down at the Carlisle Theater honoring these folks you see right behind me. The firefighters who are going past us right now, they're being honored for the valiant job they did for fighting the fire back on December 18th that left more than 50 people homeless. And speaking with the fire chief, he says the honor is well deserved.
I mean, the guys in the fire department are, I think, a lot of times taken for granted. When somebody has a problem, no matter what it is, from a leaky pipe to you name it at home, and the first thing they do, they call the fire department.
Now at 8:30, the arch you see behind me will be lit. That is in honor of Cumberland County's 250th anniversary. Then at midnight, the big celebration begins as the fireworks will go up into the sky as we welcome the year 2000. That's the very latest. I'm Chris Dixon reporting live from Carlisle. Let's send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. And possibly the biggest celebration in the area is at the Harrisburg Hilton.
And Valerie Pritchett is there getting ready to dance like it's 1999. Hi, Val.
I know. Hi. Can you actually believe that song, 1999? It's here already. And in fact, the year 2000 is not far away. And guess what? We're going to be partying the night away here at the Hilton. The Herb Miller Band Orchestra is going to be here. Well, it's going to have the Tommy Dorsey Band. We're going to have so much fun here tonight. Lots of food, 400 people, completely sold out. So if you haven't gotten your tickets already, too bad. But you can always watch on TV and watch us all have a good time. The party's going to be going on outside as well with the strawberry dropping at midnight. So you'll definitely want to tune into ABC27 for all the fun and activities. And we'll be giving you live reports throughout the night. And tell Chuck Rhodes I'm waiting for him. He's supposed to get down here with me. Back to you.
I'll deliver that message right now. Chuck Rhodes is here with the New Year's Eve forecast.
You're lucky, Chuck, because Val's the one to hang out with tonight. She's very
I want
festive.
to hear her sit down there in the drums and whack on there a little bit. Well, if you're outside the Hilton tonight, bundle up. Look at the temperatures around the area. Lots of 30s and 40s in the region. And we back away and look at the statewide temperatures. It's cooling quickly now. Harrisburg is 36 degrees. That's measured at Middletown, probably at the square, just a skinch warmer. But these numbers are falling quickly under clear skies. Washington, 52. The Big Apple's 39 degrees in the forecast for around here tonight. For the evening hours, clear sky, temperatures falling quickly through the 30s, but light wind and dry. Tomorrow, sunshine into the 50s by tomorrow afternoon.
All right, thank you, Chuck. While we are covering the Mid-State, ABC News is covering the world.
ABC 2000 is ringing in the new year all around the globe, and ABC 27 News team coverage continues as well from the local hot spots and, of course, the Emergency Command Center.
It's going to be a great night. Thank you for tonight. The city of York is hosting its 14th annual First Night celebration.
Those parties began about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and they will end with fireworks over Continental Square. Allison Agate is holding down the fort and counting the hours until Alicia gets there to watch the White Rose fall at midnight. Happy New Year, Allison.
Happy New Year, Rick and Alicia. You know, the night is young. There's just so much to see and do here in York. Everything from musical entertainment to storytelling to even synchronized swimming. Now, this is your ticket into all the special events here tonight. This is the official First Night York button. It costs $10, and you can get them at this little green hut behind me. You can see there's quite a line for this button tonight. If that's too crowded for you, you can also go to the 250th office. That's just right down the street here on George Street. Now, here's just a little sampling of what you and your family can expect when you come out here tonight. A skating party is happening from 7 until 10 at Memorial Ice Rink. And then the Teen Millennium Party, well, that doesn't start until midnight, but it goes until 6 o'clock in the morning at the YWCA. Then the 2-mile run happens at 11:55. And of course, the grand finale is the fireworks. They're being set off from the Old York Colonial Hotel at the stroke of midnight. Now, this is the first time the city of York has included fireworks in its New Year's Eve celebrations. It should be something to see, and we're told it will last a full 5 minutes long. So Alicia, I know you're going to be out here a little bit later tonight, so you're going to have quite a show.
Yeah, it should be neat. There's a lot going on in York tonight.
They've had a lot of experience. They were the first in this area to have the first night
Absolutely,
concert.
yes
They
they
do a
were.
good job. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Thanks, Allison.
And while you and yours celebrate New Year's Eve, a lot of people are on duty to keep an eye out for any Y2K complications.
The Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency is fully staffed tonight, of course, with experts watching and waiting for any glitches that might come our way. Let's turn to Mary Snow for an update on that. Mary?
Well, the Lieutenant Governor is just finishing up a briefing here. He says he fully anticipates a safe and smooth New Year's Eve here in Pennsylvania. Now, here at Pima headquarters, which is the nerve center for Pennsylvania, eyes have been peeled on TVs and satellites, watching as other parts of the world ring in the new year. Joining me now is Marco Bourne. Marco, this is almost like watching for a hurricane.
It's similar to that. We certainly know that midnight is coming. We're watching for it. We don't expect any problems, and we think we'll sail through it, but we're vigilant and here.
Okay, what exactly are you looking for now?
At this point, we'll be looking at any potential problems once midnight rolls over. For the next 4 hours, we're going to be watching the rest of Europe and the Atlantic countries and islands to make sure they're not having problems, and Newfoundland when it turns over about an hour ahead of us. And hopefully we'll get through the rest of the night with no problems in Pennsylvania.
Let's hope so. Marco Bourne, Pima spokesman, thank you very much, and we'll be here throughout the night giving you updates. Reporting live from Pima headquarters, I'm Mary Snow. Now back to you, Alicia and Rick.
Thank you, Mary. ABC27's coverage of the approach to 2000 continues.
When we come back, we're going to see how things are going at Harrisburg International Airport. Don't go away.
Welcome back to ABC27 2000. We're covering mid-state parties this New Year's Eve.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime event entering a new century as well as a new millennium, and so folks are celebrating in style. Valerie Pritchett's dressed to the nines. You are looking fine for the big party at the Hilton in Harrisburg, Val.
Well, thank you, Rick. You're looking pretty dapper there yourself in the tux. Hey, we're having a great time here tonight. People are just starting to come in. The event started about a half an hour ago. 400 people are expected to fill this ballroom, and I'm telling you, these people are looking pretty dapper, too. We got the little disco lights going here. There's music from all generations that are going to be here. We're going to have a DJ later. I wish you could absolutely smell this room. It smells so incredible, all the different food that's in here. Joining me now is Joe Massaro. Joe, you're with the Hilton. You've been working on this all day. What's some of the food that's here?
We have a great menu. There's roasted sirloin, chicken ballantine, we have lamb kebabs, we have clams casino, all kinds of great foods and desserts to top it off.
And unfortunately, if you didn't get the tickets already, we're sold out tonight.
We are sold out and we're so very excited about that.
But there's going to be like lights and laser shows.
We have all kinds of things happening. We have the Herm Miller Orchestra, the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra. Then at midnight, you'll be able to watch the Strawberry from inside the ballroom. It'll drop, there'll be fireworks, a laser show, the whole bit.
I cannot wait. Can you believe it's already almost 2,000?
I cannot believe it.
I know, it is hard to believe.
Traditionally, air travel is light on New Year's Eve.
That trend may be even more pronounced because of Y2K fears. Tanya Allen is live at Harrisburg International. Tanya, everything going okay so far?
So far, so good, Rick and Alicia. Well, you've seen the Harrisburg Hilton. Of course, you've seen downtown Carlisle. A very different story here. There's no party going on here. All is very quiet. In fact, flights are down today. And joining me now to talk a little bit more about that is Randy Hicks. Thanks so much for joining us, and Happy New Year.
Yep, same to you.
And we wanted to find out, what is the situation here at HIA tonight?
Actually, everything's pretty quiet, as you said. We only have a handful of arrivals yet, but we don't have any departures after this evening. The first departure will be in the morning at 6 o'clock.
Okay, and tell me, several areas have checked in with the year 2000. Have there been any problems at area airports?
We're working with our BAA's airports starting in Melbourne, and we got reports this morning first thing, probably around the 8:30, 9 o'clock time period, that they didn't have any significant problems. They had some problems with cell phones and some vandalism, but other than that, everything's been going smooth.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Some very reassuring news tonight. And again, several flights were canceled, about 9 or 10 tonight. Last flight is coming in at 10 o'clock, and the first flight is going out at 6 o'clock this morning. So far, so good from here. Back to you, Rick and Alicia.
Thank you, Tanya. You may have seen earlier on ABC, apparently aviation works on Greenwich Mean Time. Those clocks have clicked over to 0, and so far, no problems anywhere in the world.
Love to hear that. Pretty good tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, he's always looking good.
All right, and we've got a good forecast, I understand,
We
too,
hope.
right?
Yeah, that's the only reason you're making those compliments, because we have decent weather coming up. If you have some plans, and of course you're joining all the festivities we've been showing you over the evening hour, good time to do it. Here we are on the weather map watching the 1999 clouds disappear. Here are the 2000 clouds. They'll take a while to get here, maybe even by tomorrow night. But look at the tower. Oh, there he comes. There's the new baby. The New Year's baby. Look at the blocks with the 2000 in the back of it there. So welcome. Last night we had Father Time. That was baby Jimmy coming along there. So welcome to the year 2000. Here's the weekend weather map for toward the end of the weekend, but not before we have a sunny day tomorrow. Not bad at all. This will move in late Saturday night and during the day on Sunday. Bring some moisture in here. Our first precipitation of the new year. And there's that forecast for tonight. Now, the evening hours, we're going to be under generally clear skies, and we'll look for those temperatures to kind of work their way down through the 30s and so on. If that happens, well, we'll just punch that up there. You can go ahead and punch up the forecast for tonight. And we'll, this is our last boo-boo of 1999, if you want to work that out. Yep, it's Y2K. It's not my fault. It's this thing right here. It was not compatible. So we'll go to the forecast for tonight and just talk about the clear skies. Down, trust me, it's under my shirt. Here we go. What's like clockwork? Dick Clark, eat your heart out. Clear skies, we're all the way down to 25 layers tonight, but look at tomorrow. Sunshine coming out, 50 for an afternoon high. Not too shabby around the edges. Tomorrow night we have some drizzle moving in, 38 degrees. Look at Sunday. We have some rain in the forecast, 53 degrees. The 5-day forecast for the first part of a brand new year does look like we're staying on the mild side right through the other area. And that's not too bad at all. You see numbers in the 50s all around the region. It does cool when you get to Wednesday. Maybe some snow in here on Wednesday, but right now it doesn't look like a big event. That's getting to be an old story.
Of course, you're not affected by the weather tonight because you're going to be inside at the Hilton in a
That's
while.
heading right down now to introduce the Tommy Dorsey Band.
You going to play the drums before the night's
Oh,
over?
I'm sure they'd be tickled.
Yeah.
Get that idiot out of now. I'm looking forward to hearing some really good music down there.
Maybe after a little bubbly, he'll be on the drums.
yeah, in the lobby.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, LeVar Arrington's mom was right.
Yes. Well, moms are always right. Of course. Particularly in this case. And I think it's a pretty good bet that LeVar Arrington will be in a Washington Redskins uniform next season. The Redskins have the number 2 pick. They want Arrington or Courtney Brown. Today, LeVar Arrington confirmed what we all knew. He's skipping his senior year and going to the NFL draft.
I just think there's nothing left for me to prove at the college level. I think I've done all I can do. I would love to have a national championship, and I got a state title in high school, and I would have loved to have a national championship in college, but at this point, I think that it's time for me.
They made the announcement today at his old high school in Pittsburgh.
Good evening, I'm Rick Wagner. Happy New Year. 1999 has come and gone. We think we have the first baby of the year 2000, born about 12:45 at Harrisburg Hospital. And that's not official. We don't know the name yet, but it was a baby girl born to a Harrisburg couple. We're still waiting to hear from York and Lancaster, but unofficially, the first child born at Harrisburg Hospital, baby girl 12:45. Now, the party is still going strong here in the new year 2000. Greg Mace and Dennis Owens are in Harrisburg's Market Square. Take it away, guys.
Well, hello, Rick. How you doing? The first hours of the new year, the new millennium here in Harrisburg, will be spent cleaning up. Lots of bottles and streamers strewn about. But little more than an hour ago, oh, what a party it was as the clock struck midnight. Of course, the strawberry falls on top of the Hilton here in Harrisburg. Happy New Year, year 2000. And then an amazing fireworks show. The fans absolutely love that. I spoke with Harrisburg Mayor Stephen Reed just before the big moment. He says this was a very important night for Harrisburg.
What's neat about this is that everybody will leave here and go back to home wherever they're from and remember where they were, that they were in downtown Harrisburg when the year 2000 arrived. That creates memories for a lifetime, and that creates a new generation of people in this region that think pretty positively about Harrisburg because that's where they experienced some of the things that became the most memorable events in their life.
And Stephen Reed is ever the ambassador for Harrisburg, and what a great tenure he has had as mayor of Harrisburg. An estimated 10,000 people here witnessing the year 2000 celebrations. Just in case you're worrying, as a news note, I went across the street just as the new year started, and I used a Mac machine. In fact, it says 0101000020. 20 seconds into the new year, and the Mac machine worked. So if you were concerned about cash, have no fear. There is money in the bank, and the Mac machines are working. No trouble here in the Mid-State. Rick, let's send it on back to you.
That is reassuring. Thank you, Dennis. I guess Greg is off partying someplace
right now.
Yeah,
we lost. I saw him about 10 minutes till midnight. Haven't seen him since.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Dennis.
New Year to you.
It's a difference what an hour makes. We're the only ones out here pretty much now, except for city workers cleaning up the mess, and there are a few police officers left over as well. I tell you, we have a little bit of news here. In the 200 block of South Duke Street, a little bit earlier this evening, someone used a pipe, severely beat a man up. He was rushed by ambulance to the hospital. We do not know his condition at this hour. Otherwise, this was a festive night in downtown York. Let's take a look at the video, Rick. As you said, the White Rose, 20 seconds before midnight, the White Rose of York began falling, and a crowd of thousands gathered in the square to watch. Fireworks lasted for a full minute, marking a new millennium. Since 1985, when York became the first mid-state city to have a first night celebration, this party has been a success, and tonight was certainly no different. The city was expecting 6,000 people, and I think they certainly got close to it if they didn't match it. Here you can see the fire company getting their truck into place. Actually, we took a tour through that truck earlier. It is it's the command center, and it is quite a piece of equipment. I was also riding around in the street sweeper earlier this evening. Rick, you believe that?
That's interesting.
It's an amazing piece of machinery. Turns on a dime.
You know, I
had to do something in between these hours when I was on, you know.
You know, York is so organized with these first night celebrations. They really have it together. They really got people out of there in a hurry, didn't they?
Oh, it was amazing. As quickly as people arrived, they left as soon as the celebrations that we just showed you ended. You know, I think that may be by design as well. I think the city wants to throw a great party, and when the night is over, the night is over.
Sure is. Happy New Year, Alicia.
All right, Rick, you too.
Chris Dixon now continues our live team, local coverage. He is with the SAT Center in Carlisle. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Rick. You know, you said York did a great job with its first night. Well, I'll tell you what, Carlisle did just as good of a job. The party got underway here at 6 o'clock, but I'll tell you what, it was at 12 o'clock when the party really took off, as for more than 15 minutes, more than 4,000 people were bathed in the bright glow of a massive fireworks display. Afterwards, adults and kids alike were left breathless.
They were cool. They were the best fireworks I've ever seen.
Really?
Uh-huh. Especially the swirly one.
How did it sound?
It sounded loud. Loud, but it looked good.
Well, how's it feel? It's the year 2000. It's great! And it is great. You know, an hour later, you could see the square where we were just standing. The pedestrians have now been replaced with cars once again, but I think it's definitely safe to say that those spectators were left with memories that will last a lifetime. Rick, it's been a great century. Here's hoping that the year 2000 is even better. Reporting live from Carlisle, I'm Chris Dixon.
And by now, I know you're sick and tired of hearing about Y2K, but we are happy to report that there really haven't been any problems to speak of tonight. We go to Mary Snow live at the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. Mary?
Well, Rick, hopefully this will put all those Y2K stories to rest. There was no party here tonight, but there certainly is some cause for celebration. About 200 state workers were on duty here at Pima headquarters throughout the night. This is Pennsylvania's nerve center. All these workers were on guard for any possible Y2K glitches. At the stroke of midnight, there was some applause, and that's because so far there are no problems.
We are hearing from the counties. They're starting to call in. So far, all of the calls have been, everything's fine, we're still here.
Now, the lieutenant governor came out a little while ago. He says there are no problems with utilities or phones. He says Bell Atlantic did experience a minor glitch with cell phones, but he says it was quickly fixed. And so far, all is clear. Reporting live from Pima headquarters, I'm Mary Snow. Now back to you, Rick.
That is good news. Happy New Year, Mary.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Allison Agate spent the night at Cumberland County's 911 Center. Any Y2K headaches where you are, Allison?
Well, Rick, no problems here. Everything seems to be in working order. In fact, employees here just got finished rechecking the systems here for any potential problems. And Carl Mice is here to tell us more about that. Carl, what exactly did they do and why do they have to do it?
Well, once it turned to the year 2000, personnel had to check everything, all the radio systems, the computer systems, the transmitters, phone systems, everything that had anything to do with the 911 communication center to make sure that everything was operational.
Now, that's because you have backup power supplies, and so just because it looked like it was working didn't necessarily mean it was?
Well, not all of the equipment is used at all the times. As you said, some of it is backup. So all the backup systems were checked, all the main systems were checked, everything was rechecked with the computers, the phone systems, and everything else.
And I guess the only activity we really had here tonight was a fire in New Cumberland, so we pretty much got off the hook tonight.
Yes, just before midnight, we had a fairly large fire down on Market Street in New Cumberland.
Okay, thank you, Carl, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, and same to you.
Well, Rick, I actually did find a Y2K bug here. You're looking at him. What do you think of this guy?
He's cute.
His name is Crash, and I'm going to take him home with me tonight.
That's good.
As a souvenir.
Thank you, Allison.
Somebody said that there's a party. Somebody said that there's a good time happening here. We just have to get it started. We'll crank the music and we'll light it up. 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 Somebody said that there's a party. Somebody said that there's a good time happening here. We just have to get it started. We'll crank the music and we'll light it up. We'll light it up. Somebody said that there's a party. Somebody said that there's a good time happening here. We just have to get it started. We'll crank the music and we'll light it up. We'll light it up. We'll light it up.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.